one of the things that I reflect on as it gets closer and closer to Thanksgiving is just simply how thankful I am for stuff. I mean, that is the point of the holiday after all. But I also start to reflect on just the shallowness of my human nature and how I can tend to just fixate on the problems of life, right? Like we get so fixated on the smallest insignificant things. I can just be in a bad mood all day because I stepped on a Lego the night before. Or, we get in these modes where we're stressed because of the argument with the coworker, or just sometimes the stress of just the Thanksgiving and having family over, and that just brings up emotions and troubles and things that we don't want to face. But I love the psalmist here in chapter 42. He's talking about how he longs for the living God. And it's funny how when we have that perception, it changes everything. Check this out. He says, these are the things that I go over and over in my mind. He says, I empty out the pockets of my life. What a phrase that is, huh? He says, I empty out the pockets of my life, and how I was always at the head of the worshiping crowd, right out in front, leading them all, eager to arrive and worship, shouting praises, singing thanksgiving, celebrating with everybody all together at God's feast. Wow, what incredible imagery that is. And I think that's a word of encouragement for us today. As you empty out the pockets of your life, what are some things that you can be thankful for? What are some things that God's done in your life over this past year, or just over your lifetime, where you can sit back and say, wow, I might complain about the little things, but God is so good. And when we long for the living God, and we long to be at the front of that worshiping crowd, it's incredible how our perception will change and how our attitude will be fixated towards gratitude.